Hi, my name is Lauren Magiera, and I am a sports anchor and reporter for WGN News. I grew up watching WGN every single day. It was my station as a kid. My siblings used to make so much fun of me that I would know all of these topical things, and I would know current events, and they would tease me and say, "Did you hear that on the news?" And I'd respond, "Yeah, actually I did." So I had a Division I gymnastics scholarship, and that's how I ended up at the University of Alaska in Anchorage. But with that being said, the majority of the sports that I covered was dog sled racing. I covered the Iditarod, which was an incredible adventure to get to go on and get to cover. I'd cover snowmobile races, ice fishing tournaments, biathlons, you name it. And it's truly the wilderness up there. And sports has a completely different terminology up in Alaska than it does here. I just went around to every television station begging for an internship. I begged to work for free, whatever hours they needed me to. And then one station agreed to work full time all summer for free. And I did everything that you can imagine. I put myself in a position where they could rely on me so that when my internship was over, they missed me. And I really made my mark there so that they felt my absence when I left. And I did that on purpose because they eventually offered me a job before I'd even graduated. And so that was the way I got my foot in the door in the market. The station I interned hired me, and then I ended up, the #1 station in town caught notice, and so then they hired me for about 2 years. And I just thought, you know, I'm so comfortable in Alaska. I love it here so much. I feel like I'm never gonna leave. But if I am ever going to leave, I should just do it now. See what I can do in the lower 48. And if it doesn't work out, I can always come back. So I got a job as the sports director in Wausau, Wisconsin. And we were the official Green Bay Packers station, so I hosted a 30-minute Packers show. I covered all things Brewers and Bucks. It was my first time covering professional sports. After 3 years in Wausau, the Green Bay Packers hired me. I had developed a lot of positive relationships within the organization. So they hired me as an on-air host. They weren't gonna hire me full-time because football season's only, so many months a year. So I started looking around at different jobs, and that's when I landed my gig here at WGN. Immerse yourself in everything news related. If you want to be in sports, always have SportsCenter on. Follow all your favorite personalities on Instagram and Twitter. Read all of your favorite beat writers, every single one of their articles. Just immerse yourself in as much knowledge as you possibly can. Pay attention to the way they're delivering their sentences, their words. Pay attention to their writing, their storytelling. I would print out the anchor scripts, go home, put my cell phone up, record myself, and then watch it back. You're gonna be your own worst critic. So, if you show your mom, she's gonna be like, "That's so great!" And your friends are gonna say, "Oh, you have so much talent and potential." Watch it yourself, because you're gonna be your harshest critic. In this industry, words are so powerful, and the way, since we're speaking to our audience, you can really implement a message in the delivery of a sentence. People are immediately looking at how your hair is done, what you're wearing, how your lipstick looks, the way you talk, the lingo you use, how much you use your hands, things that you wouldn't necessarily automatically be paying attention to if you were listening to a man talk about sports. I'm judged more harshly, and I'm criticized much more just for the way I was born and being in this industry, because it is a male-dominated industry. I think that it's come a long way with the sexism in this industry, but throughout my career, it's been one of my biggest struggles, is just dealing with being a woman.